Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Fatal Headwind by Leena Lehtolainen, translated by Owen F. Weitzman, performed by Amy Rubinate. One. The island that rose out of the sea burned red, as if the ground were covered in blood. At first I could see only its silhouette, but gradually the smooth slopes of the ruddy granite cliffs along the shore began to take shape. A round lighthouse and fortress left over from the Crimean War emerged above them. Rödskär Island was the southernmost point in Espoo, the last major piece of land before the boundary of Finland's territorial waters. It had been off-limits to civilians for decades. From the sea, it appeared inhospitable and difficult to access. It was the last weekend in August and my final free weekend before returning from maternity leave to the Espoo Police Department and my new position as commander of the Violent Crime Unit. The forecast had called for sun, so we had set off in my in-laws' sailboat from Espoo and headed west toward their cabin in Inko. We needed to get Ida used to sailing. At nearly 12 months, my baby girl was still taking 2 naps a day and did fine in her car seat, though right now she was having a screeching competition with the seagulls circling over the boat. Auntie was studying the map, and I was enjoying the responsiveness of the helm. I was an inland native, but I had always liked the sea, even though I knew how dangerous it could be.
If I remember right, the harbor's on the northeast side. Give it another turn, and then we'll go the rest of the way with the motor. Docking on Rödskär isn't easy,
Auntie said. Can we really just go ashore unannounced?
Yeah, it's been totally legal for a while now. Don't you remember that Maria Nautical bought the island the summer before last and fixed up the lighthouse keeper's house for public use?
Yes, I did remember. A couple of years ago, the military had sold off some of its old island fortifications. They had offered to lease Rödskär to anyone who would agree to renovate the dilapidated buildings. Some art handicraft cooperative had been in the process of staking a claim when Maria Nautical, an eco-friendly boat paint manufacturer, slapped down an offer to buy the island outright. Of course, the Ministry of Defense couldn't refuse, but the sale had caused a brouhaha in the sailing community. That subsided almost immediately, though, when it came out that Maria Nautical had no intention of closing the island and would welcome any boaters who happened along.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?